We are doing a trying and ranking death row last meals to lineup of some rather controversial cases.
Oh my God.
Death row.
We've done a lot of these before featuring Nicole, but you know, I want to take a stab at it. Oops.
Oh, come on.
We've been reading your comments and we decided we're going to try something new. We're actually going to be giving our reactors the dishes before they hear about the grisly details of the crimes. Then they have to rank them, and then we'll tell them the details, and they cannot change their ranking.
I almost don't want to know the crime. I just want the food.
It just sucks when these, crazy people have such good taste.
You think we're in our cell?
We're in our cell, and they're like, enjoy your last meal.
Can't go wrong with classic breakfast, that's for sure.
Very high protein.
Yes, giving breakfast vibes, like steak and eggs.
Our first criminal requested a rather simple meal compared to what we typically see, a meal of steak, hash browns, and eggs.
Are you about to start ranking before you even eat anything?
Well, yeah, it's breakfast. Because it's breakfast, it's pretty
steak
high.
and
I'm guessing this person is Southern. I don't know why.
Yeah,
This seems like a very Southern meal.
I'm an egg girl.
Do you like eggs and steak and eggs?
I don't prefer it scrambled though.
This is not something I would order, but it's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
If someone was like, this is what I want my last meal, I'm like, yeah, I bet you did it.
It's a no. It's a no.
Oh my God, I almost choked. Imagine, this is my last meal?
Oh my God.
Because I actually choke on it. That would be...
I want to rate this an 8.
It feels like you're going to a Denny's. I love it.
I do
So, 8.
I would give it like a 3.
Yeah, this is like setting the bar. I'm gonna say I'll say a 4.
1. No way you're gonna rank this higher.
No, I'm not gonna go 1. I'm gonna go like 3.
All right, are you guys ready to see who did this?
Oh my
Or see who ate
goodness.
this?
It's gonna either make it worse or better.
Kenneth Eugene Smith was convicted of murder for hire of a woman named Elizabeth Sennett.
For hire.
The victim's husband, Charles Sennett Sr., recruited a man named Billy Gray Williams to do the killing, who then recruited our death row inmate, Kenneth Eugene Smith, to help in the murder. A week after the murder, Charles Sennett killed himself when he found out he was the prime suspect, which then led to Williams being sentenced to life in prison and Smith sentenced to death. Smith was originally scheduled to be executed in November of 2022, but the execution was stayed, or delayed, after the IV was having trouble connecting to Smith's veins before the death warrant expired. After losing his final appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, Smith was executed this year on January 25th, 2024, using a never-before-used method called nitrogen hypoxia.
What is that?
Nitrogen hypoxia is a form of asphyxiation where inert gas, which has little to no oxygen, is breathed in, eventually depriving the body of oxygen, causing death.
So you're basically...
Suffocating.
It lasted about 25 minutes.
Oh my God!
Is that crazy? That's crazy.
Creepy.
Honestly, for me, I'm like, shoot me.
Bland food, bland man.
Yeah, I'm staying pretty much at 3 as well.
Yeah.
But
Is he Southern? That's the
He's
question.
from Alabama.
Okay.
Got
There we
him.
go.
That was great. That was a great,
Southern.
great pick out.
Interesting.
This is a lot
Right?
of just randomness.
That's Kool-Aid.
Yeah. This culprit was a little hungrier and had a last meal consisting of stir-fried turkey, rice, green beans, other greens, pears, 2 slices of bread, and a cherry drink.
Greens,
rice.
beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
Bread? Not even like garlic bread? Murder.
Bread hits hard. You can never go wrong with bread.
I can't remember the last time I ate a pear.
What is your guys' first impression of this person?
Better than the last one.
Yeah, a little more variety than the last one.
Bread is like childhood.
I don't know if I want it.
With some butter.
What are you doing?
That's
Maybe
really
it makes
gross.
it taste better. It looks cool. It's not bad.
Are you for real?
It's not bad. Right?
Actually not bad.
It makes it 10 times better.
A salad? You want to go out?
What? When's the last time you had cherry?
I'm gonna go with an 8 or a 9.
I'm gonna give this about an 8.
I kind of like this.
I'm gonna say a 6.
I'm gonna do a 5.
5.
Okay.
5, that's a pretty solid meal.
Dude.
And you got dessert.
I'm gonna go 4.
I love how he's smiling.
Yeah, he's happy.
Right? He's like, okay.
Romell Broom was put on death row after a series of kidnappings and rapes of several victims, and then the murder of 14-year-old Trina Middleton. He wasn't caught until 3 months later when his license plate was recorded after he assaulted and abducted an 11-year-old girl who was able to escape.
Wow.
His execution was scheduled for September 2009. However, after trying for 2 hours to get the IV connected for lethal injection, the execution was aborted after the executioners punctured his veins nearly 18 times, attempting to administer the injection. Broom and his attorneys went through another series of appeals and delays and argued that another execution attempt would be cruel and unusual punishment and would violate double jeopardy protections under the Constitution. He was scheduled for another execution in June 2020, which was then again delayed to March 2022. He did not end up dying on death row. Rather, he passed away in prison due to COVID-19 complications in December of 2020.
Wow.
This meal was not his death row last meal. It is the last meal he ate with the other prisoners before he died.
This is prison food.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Yeah, what the heck? Dude, that really f***ed me up.
I never thought that in death row you would mess up. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was, like, precise. Like, you would...
One and done.
After the third time, hey, how about you pick another guy?
Yeah, why don't we get somebody else
How
in
about we
here?
get somebody else in here to try to find the vein?
Ooh.
I know, it feels really weird.
Like, I don't... Ooh.
Oh,
That's cute.
is this
I like
crafty?
Lunch.
Yes.
School lunch.
Wait, I kind of like this.
Nah, leave the other one.
This is cool.
This death row inmate was given a sad sack lunch with a bag of chips and a water bottle for their last meal.
I was hoping there's something else in here.
This is a 1.
Well, you made it like 10 times better.
Yeah. And I'm really happy right now. I feel like a
yeah.
kid. Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go.
Ooh.
Get a little crunch in it.
Honestly, out of everything we've eaten, though, to me, this tastes the best.
It gives me like childhood memories.
Please tell me this person wasn't, like, a murder against children again.
Honestly, like nostalgia-wise, it's gotta be kind. I'll give it like a 6.
5 for me.
Okay.
A s-
Wow.
6?
7.
I don't know.
7.
I cannot do math.
I was like,
apparently.
there are two.
I'm gonna go 5 here.
I'm gonna do 5. 5. This hits. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
what
don't know
it is.
In Missouri, 2004, a 23-year-old pregnant woman was strangled to death and then had her 8-month fetus cut out from her womb by perpetrator Lisa Montgomerey. The next day, Montgomerey was arrested in Kansas and charged with the federal crime of kidnapping resulting in death. Montgomerey suffered a lifetime of physical and sexual abuse at the hands of her family, which resulted in a traumatic brain injury and leaving her mentally ill. Because of the extreme abuse she endured and the questionable mental state, her case caused public outcry, with people signing petitions and pressing President Trump to halt the execution. However, after undergoing a lengthy appeals process due to her mental state, Montgomerey was executed via lethal injection in January 2021.
She just killed some random person, strangled the pregnant woman, and then killed the baby.
Baby survived.
She was probably watching that pregnant lady for a while.
Yeah.
Like waiting until she was like final term. That's nuts.
What Lisa actually ate is still unknown, but at the time of her execution, the Terre Haute prison Lisa was executed at was attempting to cut budgets and provided sack lunches as last meals to prisoners that were being executed.
Childhood trauma, commits it because of all that. Miscarriage, doesn't get to pick her last meal.
Yeah, like...
She's just not winning.
I
in
kind of
life.
wish she did get to pick her last
Yeah.
meal.
She lost her rights in that state, and her life was in the hands of other people who made decisions.
You're
Sucked
talking
no matter
about
what.
Britney Spears. No, we're talking.
Yeah, this is kind of
Like,
good.
it could be worse.
Like, dude,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what I would eat this again.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
This looks great.
Oh.
Oh, see?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm already at a 12.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, look.
Oh my
Hey.
god, thank you.
This is correct.
For our next meal, this murderer requested a spread of roast beef, fried chicken, a bagel with cream cheese, fried potatoes with onion, potato salad, butter pecan ice cream, and a bottle of Coca-Cola.
The homie said no veggies. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's
Butter
go, let's go.
pecan?
Oh, can I have this whole thing?
All right, to me, this is a 9.
I'm sorry. This is a 10. This is a 10 already. I haven't even touched anything.
For last meal,
No,
7 out of 10.
dude, I'm giving this a solid 9. Oh, yeah.
9.
I almost want to say a 10, and I didn't even have to touch this.
Dude, this guy's got it on lock.
Yeah.
You're putting the chicken in the ice cream?
Yeah, that'd be great, like French fries and milkshakes.
I could eat fried chicken for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week.
Are you about to pour that in there? Yeah.
We call those cold floats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not too much. Not too much, so it doesn't overflow. You
gonna
can't.
join
You
him
can't
in
let it
that.
overflow.
Food's
Can you
better.
put some Coca-Cola on my
course.
thing? Okay.
Dennis McGuire was executed on death row in 2014, 21 years after being arrested for the rape and murder of a 22-year-old woman in West Alexandria, Ohio. Joy Stewart disappeared and then was found 2 days later by a set of hikers. However, no leads came in until 10 months later when McGuire was in prison for an unrelated crime and told police that his brother-in-law killed Stewart. It became clear that McGuire was the actual perpetrator when he accidentally revealed details about the crime that had not been made public.
Oh, idiot.
That dumbass.
McGuire's case is considered controversial because he experienced what is known as a botched lethal injection procedure. Ohio ran out of the normal drug they used, pentobarbital, so they used a mixture of midazolam and hydromorphone, a mixture that has not been tested before. The execution took nearly 30 minutes when it should usually take around 5, while McGuire gasped and snorted the entire time.
Oh.
Makes me want to throw up.
This isn't an episode about last meals. This is literally about the system just messing
Correct.
up.
People just can't keep their mouth shut.
Yeah, exactly.
Murderers tell
I know someone
themselves.
else like that.
I just don't think they should have tested something they've never tried before. That's what gets
Yeah,
me.
that's true.
Somebody should go to jail for that.
Yeah, I'm still a 9 though. It's pretty fire.
Izzy, I'm sorry. You know I love you.
Imagine like Izzy just is like silent for all videos.
No!
What
Oh
happened
my
to
god!
Izzy?
How would you do your iconic 10 out of 10 without talking?
All right, more
Eggs.
eggs. More. Oh, it's toast.
I like bread.
Jack.
I don't know if the bread
Jack
will
and his
make up for
bread.
this.
Similar to our first meal, this inmate ate a meal of steak, hard-boiled eggs, potatoes, and 4 slices of toast for their last meal.
4 slices of toast. He must really like toast.
2.
Now this one's gonna be higher on my list than I would
Oh.
originally if this was my first meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It feels incohesive. I'm gonna say like 5. This is a 5. It's
Yeah, that's
food.
where I'm at.
Oh my god, you made a whole sandwich.
And that's a 5 because of this.
I'm gonna give this the same rating I gave the first one, 3.
There
Maybe
we
a
go.
6, a 6.
Maybe a
Because
6?
I like the mashed potatoes and the steak.
Leo Alexander Jones was put on death row after the sniper killing of a police officer. Jacksonville police arrested Jones in a nearby apartment after they found 2 rifles under his bed, both with Jones's fingerprints. Jones apparently confessed to the murder, claiming revenge because of a recent police beatings. However, Jones stated that his confession was forced after being interrogated for over 12 hours. After the officer was killed, more than a dozen people claimed that they saw a different man, either carrying a rifle as he ran from the crime scene, or heard him brag that he had shot the officer. Even Florida Supreme Court Justice Leander Shaw, who formerly headed a division of the state attorney's office, wrote that Jones's case has become a horse of a different color. Shaw and one other judge voted to grant Jones a new trial. However, the court ultimately ruled against Jones, and Jones was executed by electric chair 1 week later.
Electric chair.
That's nuts.
This one's a little nitty gritty. Like I kind of feel weird about it.
If there were literal witnesses who said, yeah, it wasn't him,
And
then I don't care.
interrogated him to force a confession.
That's what
I
makes
think
me
like
mad.
on the death penalty, you have to be 100% sure this person did it. Like you
100%.
can't like take someone's life not knowing if they did.
I feel like it wasn't a hard enough case where it's like clear evidence.
America.
Damn.
That's America for
America for you.
you. America and the system, it don't work.
I love apples.
Those are oranges.
Y'all like,
Oh. Yeah.
He's an orange guy.
Yeah, everything's orange.
Our next last meal consists of sweet potatoes, spinach, a chicken patty, chicken leg, cooked apples, fries, 2 oranges, and an orange-flavored drink.
The best one so far has been ice cream sundae one. It's the second best.
Second best.
Wow. When's the last time you had Sunny D?
Ooh, it's like a giant chicken
Oh,
nugget.
chicken patty. Okay.
8.
An 8.
Yeah.
I'm saying 9.
Really?
9.
Higher than the other one?
Yeah.
For you?
I have to take it down a peg just because of the double chicken. I'm like, why both? You know? So I'm gonna give it a 7.
I think this is an 8 for me.
An 8.
I get a 6.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. I give it a 7.5.
Really?
Oh.
Can we do 0.5s?
No.
8. Let's round up.
Wow.
No. I'm saying 7.
In 2004, Birmingham police raided a drug house where Nathaniel Woods and another man, Carrie Spencer, were dealing drugs. And while Woods surrendered, Spencer came down the stairs and opened fire on the officers, killing 3 and injuring a 4th.
Oh.
The 2 were arrested, with Nathaniel Woods accused of being an accomplice in the murders. Both were convicted of capital murder, despite Woods surrendering and never actually pulling the trigger. Spencer, who is actually responsible for the murders, stated that Woods was not involved. Spencer is still alive on death row. Woods was executed by lethal injection in March 2020.
That's what blows my mind.
Wait, what?
And the guy that actually did it is on death row still, but he got killed first and he didn't even really do it.
What? No.
And I'm not proud to be an American.
Bro, that's crazy.
This man did not deserve to die. For any reason.
During Woods' trial, one of his lawyers misinformed him by saying that he could not be put on death row because he wasn't actually involved in the murders.
Imagine the person who's supposed to tell you all the right information and stuff. He's like, yo, dude, no matter what though, like, you're not gonna go to death row, you're straight, you're not gonna die. And then, boom, death row.
Imagine sitting there though and you're like, I'm not gonna get the death penalty, it's not an option, and then all of a sudden, like, death penalty.
Like,
My
I
heart would
surrendered.
sink.
Like, what?
Ugh. That
Ugh.
sucks.
And this can't be the first case where
No.
someone is being, you
Oh,
know,
hell no.
innocently killed. Oh my god!
Oh, ribs. Chocolate cake! Is that chocolate
Ow!
cake? Whoa!
11?
Oh my god. Ash.
And finally, our last death row inmate wanted quite a heavy meal of fried chicken, barbecue ribs, a baked potato, salad with Italian dressing, chocolate cake, or chocolate ice cream, or both, a thick chocolate shake, and iced tea.
Whoa, this is 10. I haven't even tried it, but it's a 10.
10,
like, it's
11,
a 10.
honestly.
Like, woo.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
I'll give it a 9 because I really like chocolate cake, chocolate ice cream, chocolate shake.
I'm also going 9.
Going 9?
9. This is
9.
good.
Paulina and Jack both gave it 11s.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, then never mind. 15.
Even my personality changed. I'm saying yo a bunch of times. I've never said yo in my life. Yo.
Yo, sugar
Yo.
rush.
Dude, but ribs, I could eat ribs all day.
Also get a salad. I'm making my way over.
You put a chocolate cake in my face, I'm gonna eat it.
Joseph John Canyon was a frequent juvenile violator and runaway who spent more than half of his life on death row.
Oh.
In 1977, at 17 years old, he was convicted of capital murder in the killing of San Antonio attorney Ann Walsh, who was allowing him to stay with her. She was housing him in hopes to help turn his bad behavior around, which he blamed on mental problems that were caused by being hit by a car at the age of 4. Upon being given the death penalty at age 17, his lawyers argued that he should be spared because international law states the minimum age for execution is 18. However, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected the appeal. During Cannon's execution, using the method of lethal injection, the first attempt failed when a vein in his arm collapsed, causing the needle to pop out. He then turned to the witnesses and stated, "It's come undone," causing much upset. A second dose was then prepared and administered.
Oh my god!
I did not imagine child.
It is tricky though if he killed somebody at 17, which isn't 18. Do you still give him
Yeah.
the death penalty? That's so interesting.
Right?
The only thing that I keep hearing in these stories is learn
Say
to
it.
put a needle in.
I wouldn't expect him to be a killer. You know, they say you pass by a serial killer like 5-6 times in your
Don't-
lifetime or something like
Paulina,
that.
I don't want to know
With all
that.
the crime TikTok that I'm on.
It hurts me that this person had to be on death row for 18 years, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, you die now.
We've tallied up the scores, and this last offender, Joseph John Cannon, at least has good taste.
Oh yay! Nice!
I'm actually not hungry anymore.
People need to do better, both on the bad side and on the good side. I feel like that's what we figured out.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear stories of people escaping death a little bit here during this. A little of the justice system being kind of screwed up.
Oh.
Not it. Fix
this
it
is
and get on the first try,
really-
please.
Well, you know, if you guys need to lighten up the mood a little bit, go check us out on PVF Chef. We're just a couple of girls being gals and friends being pals. And Chef Michael. I forgot. This is my favorite thing. This would be my death row last meal.
You got that on your